What's up, fellas? What's going on? It's your boy Nacho. I'm going to be going over the 2 exercises you guys need to add in your eccentric overload program right now, okay? These are going to be compound movements that cause the most damage to a lot of muscles. So the first one we're going to be talking about is going to be dips. Now with dips, it's going to be targeting your push muscles, your mid and lower chest, your front delts, the lateral and medial head of the tricep, and a very underrated muscle. It's going to get the serratus anterior, which is responsible for scapular protraction and scapular upward rotation. Okay. Dips are going to be a stretched emphasis workout in its nature, because when you're at the bottom, all these muscles are under a massive stretch. Unlike the bench, you're not under a massive stretch. Although the bench, you can load a lot of weight. With a dip, you could also load a lot of weight. It just gives you a more range of motion. It allows you to move your scaps freely, which is going to get that serratus anterior. Now, I give you guys 3 modalities on how to cause muscle damage. Okay, so that could be full range of motion. If you do full range of motion with dips, you guys I would recommend pausing at the bottom to milk out that stretch position. And you will need to do a bunch of sets. You would need to overwork your muscles with full range of motion. You would need to do a lot more sets with that. As long as it causes damage, that's fine. You guys could do super max length and partials. You guys have seen where it's a weight I can't handle for 1 rep, and I do length and partials, and the muscles are under constant tension the whole time. That's going to cause less sets than full range of motion. And the third is going to be accentuated. You could go a lot heavier with this modality, and it's where you just skip the concentric and you just do the eccentric with the dips. Now, I recommend doing a combination of 3 in your workout. So I would first do a full range of motion to start off with the dips with a lot of weight. Then when you fail concentrically, do length and partials with the same weight, milk out the eccentric, and then when you can't do more of that, you will be able to do accentuated eccentric overload reps, where you skip the eccentric and then do eccentric and pause at the bottom. That's how I'd recommend doing the dips to get the full potential out of it, okay? Now, what's amazing about the dips, that, like I said, it targets your sternocostal pecs, your front delts, and your triceps, and the serratus anterior. From me doing the dips for the first 5 months of my eccentric overload journey, when I first did the OHP 2 months ago, I had a baseline strength of 195. I was able to hit 195 on the OHP just from doing dips, because it hits pretty much all the main movers that the OHP has, okay? And I talked about that underrated muscle, the serratus anterior, that aids in scapular upward rotation that's necessary for the OHP. And before I hit that OHP 2 months ago, I didn't do the OHP for 2 years. So I was able to hit 185 just from the musculature I built from the OHP. And if you do those 2 together, the OHP and the dips, man, you're gonna have amazing pushing strength. Now we're just talking about the dips. If you're able to have a wide grip on the dips at your gym, I would do that, because I'm gonna put the chest under a lot more stretch, okay? The second exercise is gonna be a super deficit RDL. You guys have been seeing me doing this lately, where I add a huge deficit, I don't know, maybe a half a foot, but it's gonna force your body to reach. And at the bottom, I recommending protracting your scapula, and that's gonna stretch the shit out of your upper back. It's gonna get your upper lats as well. And when you're in that bottom position, your long head of the tricep is gonna be massively stretched. So I mainly do these super deficit RDLs, not just for the hamstrings, it's gonna damage the shit out of your hamstrings, but I mainly do it because it damages a majority of my back muscles, my upper back, my upper lats, my spinal erectors get damaged like crazy. And it's my main movement for the long head of my triceps, believe it or not. I do not do any long head work outside of the RDLs. I just do super deficit RDLs, and the long head of my triceps get very, very damaged for a whole week. So I recommend doing that. Regular RDLs are good at first. You will damage the same muscles probably, but after a while, even after the next session or two, you're gonna need to do super deficit RDLs to really get the full benefit of this exercise. Now, the beauty of this is that you don't need to do length and partials with these. Full range of motion is all you need to get damage, to get DOMs. And it's only going to take you about 2 to 3 to 4 sets. That's all it's going to take. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are the two most damaging compound movements you guys need to add to your eccentric overload program right now. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.